his last 5 starts.
He'll tag this one. There's a drive out to right. It is deep, and it is gone. In a blink of an eye, the Red Sox take a 1-0.
What happens when two American League powerhouses, both hungry for a playoff spot, collide under the stadium lights? You get a game that has absolutely everything. A back-and-forth battle where momentum swings like a pendulum. You get a game-changing 3-run home run that silences the home crowd, a star pitcher making a sudden, worrying exit with an injury, and a nail-biting, bases-loaded jam that all comes down to one final, incredible pitching performance. This isn't just a regular season game. This is a preview of October baseball. Welcome to Baseball Extra, where we break down all the action from a wild night of baseball between the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. Stick around, because you are not going to want to miss the details of this thriller. Let's set the stage here in Baltimore. The Orioles have been one of the surprise stories this season. Despite a pitching rotation hit hard by injuries, they find themselves a solid 15 games over, 500, a testament to their resilience and their powerful lineup. On the mound for them tonight is Tomoyuki Sugano, a pitcher who has been the rock of this rotation. He hasn't missed a single start, and this is his 25th of the year, boasting an ERA below 4. But tonight, he's facing a monster. The Boston Red Sox lineup is no joke. They are 4th in all of baseball in runs scored per game. They are in a dogfight in the AL East, and, more importantly, are clinging to a razor-thin lead in the wild-card race. Every single game from here on out is critical. The action starts right away in the top of the first. Stepping up to the plate is Roman Anthony. This kid has a sweet swing, with real pop in his bat. The scouting report on Sugano is clear. He doesn't make many mistakes. He keeps the ball in the yard, having allowed only 1 home run in his last 5 starts. But good hitters hit mistakes, and Anthony got one. Sugano leaves a fastball just a little too high, and Anthony is all over it. He tags this one deep to right field. There's no doubt about it. It is deep, and it is gone. In the blink of an eye, the Red Sox jump out to a 1-0 lead. A solo shot, and just like that, the pressure is on the home team. Sugano's incredible streak of 106 consecutive batters without giving up a home run is snapped. The Red Sox weren't done making noise in the first. After the homer, Jarren Duran steps in. Duran's been on a strange on-base streak, reaching in 18 straight games, but without much power to show for it. He laces a ball to the opposite field, a sinking line drive that looks like it's destined for the grass. But out of nowhere, Orioles left fielder Dylan Carlson comes streaking in. He lays out in a full slide and makes a spectacular snow cone catch, robbing Duran of a base hit. A fantastic defensive play to limit the early damage. Now we move to the bottom of the first, and the Red Sox are going with an opener strategy, starting with the lefty Brendan Bernardino. He was effective last night in New York, and he excels in this role of getting the first few crucial outs. He gets a quick check swing strikeout of Jackson Holliday to start the inning. But then, a bit of trouble. A chopper to deep short, and the throw from Trevor Story is high and sails into the protective netting. It's an error, and just like that, the Orioles have a runner in scoring position at second base. This brings up the superstar, Gunnar Henderson, who has absolutely owned the Red Sox this year, hitting .364 against them. The tension is building, but Bernardino buckles down. He unleashes a devastating curveball that freezes Henderson for strike 3, a huge second out. After a fly ball to right field ends the inning, the Orioles strand the runner. A missed opportunity for Baltimore. As we head into the second inning, this Red Sox versus Orioles matchup is already living up to the hype. Boston is clinging to that 1-0 lead, but the Orioles have power up and down their lineup. Leading off is Colton Cowser. He's been on fire lately, riding a 6-game hitting streak with a couple of homers over the weekend. The Red Sox bring in their next pitcher, Richard Fitts, who was recently demoted from the starter role to the bullpen. Fitts decides to challenge Cowser with a first-pitch breaking ball. That was a mistake. Cowser was waiting for it. He slams it deep to center field, a towering shot that clears the wall and lands deep in the bullpen. We are all tied up at 1-1. Cowser is seeing the ball incredibly well right now, and he just provided the spark this Orioles offense needed. Let's jump to the top of the third. The Red Sox are looking to answer back. Kona Wong leads off and smacks a sharp liner that's just too hot for Gunnar Henderson to handle at shortstop. Wong, hustling the whole way, sees his opportunity and stretches it into a double. A fantastic hustle play, puts a runner in scoring position with nobody out. The pressure is right back on Sugano. But this is where Sugano shows his veteran poise. He strikes out Roman Anthony, the man who homered earlier, with a nasty splitter that falls right off the table. 1 out. Then, a line drive to center field is caught, but Wong tags up and advances to third. 2 outs, runner on third. After a walk to Duran, the Red Sox have runners on first and third. But Sugano induces a harmless pop-up from Trevor Story to end the threat. He bent, but he didn't break. A massive escape for the Orioles pitcher. The bottom of the fourth is where the Orioles make their move. Fitz is still on the mound for Boston, and he seems to lose his command. He issues a walk, then hits a batter, and with 2 outs, he walks another one. Suddenly, the bases are loaded. The stadium is buzzing. And who steps up to the plate? The man of the hour, Colton Cowser. With a 2-strike count, Cowser delivers the biggest hit of the game so far. He rips a single back up the middle, scoring 2 runs. The Orioles have taken a 3-1 lead. A clutch, 2-out, 2-run hit, and Cowser has driven in all 3 of Baltimore's runs. The momentum had completely shifted. But baseball is a funny game. We head to the top of the 5th inning. Fitz has settled back down for Boston, and Sugano is still pitching for the Orioles. The Red Sox get a couple of runners on with back-to-back singles. This brings Jarren Duran to the plate. Duran is a player who can change the game with one swing, and Boston desperately needs a spark. Sugano gets a hit in the count, and then he throws a splitter. But this one doesn't dive. It hangs right in the middle of the plate. Duran's eyes light up. He puts a charge into it, driving it high and deep to center field. The center fielder is drifting back to the warning track at the wall. It's gone. A 3-run blast for Jarren Duran. This is one of those MLB highlights you'll be seeing for weeks. The Red Sox dugout explodes as they retake the lead, 4-3. Just when it looked like the Orioles were in control, Duran flips the script with one massive swing. What a turn of events. We enter the bottom of the 6th, and the energy in the ballpark is tense. The Red Sox pitcher, Richard Fitz, has been dominant since that rough patch, striking out 5 batters and looking like he's in command. He starts the inning, but after just one pitch to Kobe Mayo, something is clearly wrong. The Red Sox manager, Alex Cora, and the trainer immediately come out to the mound. Fitz is flexing his arm, and you can see the concern on his face. And that's it. His night is over. He walks off the mound with the trainer, a tough scene for the young pitcher. The Red Sox would later announce he left the game with right biceps tightness. A huge blow for Boston, who now have to rely on their bullpen to protect a 1-run lead. Let's move to the bottom of the 7th. The Orioles are trying to mount a comeback. They get a leadoff double from Dylan Carlson, and the tying run is standing at second base. The next batter, Luis Torrens, drops down a perfect bunt. It's a scramble, and everyone is safe. Runners on first and third with nobody out. This is Baltimore's chance. But the Red Sox defense steps up. On a steal attempt, an incredible throw and tag cuts down the runner at third base. A massive out that kills the Orioles' momentum. A subsequent strikeout ends the inning, and the Red Sox escape the jam, still clinging to that 4-3 lead. This entire baseball recap is filled with moments like this, where one play changes everything. Now, we head to the bottom of the 8th. This is the inning that will define the game. The Red Sox bring in their setup man, Garrett Whitlock, to face the heart of the Orioles' order. First up is Gunnar Henderson. He works a great at-bat and rips a double down the line. The tying run is on second base with nobody out. The ballpark is electric, and the pressure on Whitlock is immense. But this is where heroes are made. Whitlock stares down the next batter and blows a 96-mile-per-hour fastball right by him for strike 1. Strikeout. 1 down. Next up, another dangerous hitter. Whitlock turns to his breaking ball, a wicked slider that dives into the dirt. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. 2 down. The tying run is still stranded at second. The crowd is on its feet as Whitlock faces his third batter of the inning. He comes back with that nasty breaking ball again. Swing and a miss. He strikes out the side. An absolutely legendary relief appearance from Garrett Whitlock. With the tying run in scoring position and no outs, he strikes out 3 straight batters to end the threat and preserve the lead. An unbelievable display of clutch pitching. After Whitlock's incredible performance, the Red Sox turn to the closer, Aroldis Chapman, to lock it down in the ninth. Chapman is known for his blazing fastball, and he came in to finish the job. He gets a fantastic defensive play on a hard-hit grounder to third base for the first out. One more to go. Chapman induces a high pop-up into shallow left field. Jarren Duran, the hero with the 3-run homer, drifts under it, makes the catch, and the ball game is over. The Boston Red Sox hold on to win a thriller, 4-3. What a game. From the early home runs by Roman Anthony and Colton Cowser to the game-changing 3-run blast by Jarren Duran, we saw spectacular defense, a concerning injury to Richard Fitts, and a truly heroic inning-ending performance by Garrett Whitlock. The players of the game are clear. For the Orioles, Colton Cowser had a fantastic night, driving in all 3 of his team's runs. But for the Red Sox, the honors have to be split between Jarren Duran, whose homer was the difference maker, and Garrett Whitlock, who saved the game with his incredible 8th-inning escape. This was a hard-fought victory for Boston in a crucial game in the playoff race. Outro music begins to fade in. Host, and that's all the time we have for tonight's breakdown. Thank you for joining us here on Baseball Extra. If you love detailed baseball recap videos and never want to miss a moment of the action, do us a favor and hit that like button. And most importantly, click subscribe to become part of the Baseball Extra family. We'll see you next time.